There are more than 60 million Latinx in the United States, and the Census Bureau estimates by the year 2045, 1 in 4 Americans will be Latino. And yet there is still a lack of Latinos in entertainment and across media. The magazine Cosmo Mexico sparked controversy when it put a non-Latinx influencer on its infamous September issue ahead of Hispanic Heritage Month. Further proof that there is a lack of representation. Well, one Latina was not having it, and she took to social media and she addressed this issue of having a non-Latinx cover girl on the September issue. Her name is Lilliana Vazquez. She is a television host of E! She is a fashion blogger, and she is a mover and shaker, and I am proud to call her my friend. Lilliana, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
And happy Mexican Independence Day, a day late. So I want to jump right into this. You have millions of followers. You are very outspoken when it comes to Latinos in the entertainment industry. You see this cover and you immediately took to Instagram. What, other than the obvious, what really sparked a nerve with you?
You know what? It was built up frustration. I worked in mainstream media for the part of the last decade, both in magazines, in television, and I've seen very little change happen over those last 10 years. And when I saw this cover, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. I just felt like I was tired of feeling invisible. I was just so deeply hurt by the lack of energy and effort put forth by mainstream media to include us and create more space for our talent and our voice, and more importantly, our diversity as a culture.
I discovered about this story because I follow you on Instagram, and you took matters into your own hand, naming other Latinx influencers that could have easily been on the cover of Cosmo Mexico. So what was the reaction like from folks? Because unfortunately, whether we like it or not, this is a conversation within the Latino community that is simply not going anywhere. So what kind of reactions were you seeing to this?
I felt like the reactions in my community echoed my feelings, which is just constant frustration. When you put people on your covers, you're saying to them, this is the one person that represents us. And we're talking about this month in Mexico, because this is a Mexican magazine, is El Mes de la Patria. It is the month that is meant to highlight and celebrate everything that is Mexican culture. So the fact that they chose an influencer who has no connection to our culture or even our community in a way of advocacy or community work, to me was just such a problematic decision, where you have women out there like Desi Perkins, who's an incredible influencer, has more than 4 million followers, just launched a line during a pandemic. Candy, who was literally built from the ground up. And these women are not only incredible businesswomen, but they are advocates in our community. And that is who I want to see on the cover. And I also want to see diversity of the Latinx culture. So often our indigenous brothers and sisters are left out. Our Afro-Latinas are left out. So why not shine a light on how beautiful our culture is and how different we look? Because what happens in media is a single of what it is to be Latinx. We need to change that narrative and make room for all of us.
I know you reached out to, because we're running out of time, you reached out to the editor. She responded. You were not happy with her response. I wonder if you can touch on that. And then, also the fact that for the 2020 Emmy Awards, there was not a single Latino that was nominated for an Emmy Award. So we have the Cosmo Mexico statement and your reaction to that.
Well, to me, it was incredibly underwhelming. It was a lack of accountability. There was no apology. And most importantly, there was no action. They did not say, hey, we're going to commit to prioritize diverse Latinx stories. Hey, Lilliana, you and your community join us for a conversation on how we can inspire more acceptance and tolerance in our community. It was basically we're sorry we made a decision that you didn't like, but we're not going to do anything to correct it, remedy it, or create action that moves us towards a solution in the future. And to me, that's unacceptable.
100%, Lilliana. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but this story is to be continued. Thank you for your passion and your commitment to our community. I think I speak on behalf of a lot of folks that we need more voices like yours. So thank you so much. And I hope you will come back at some point to our morning show.
I'd love to. Thank you.